First Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, forgive me the spirit, to do this lesson. In this lesson, we're going to go into a couple words into the scripture I just read, okay, and really get an understanding of how deep this goes, man. How deep this goes, okay, because one thing we have to understand, when you walk in the room, wherever you go, but just let's use this example. When you walk in the room, say it's to a freaking place to go eat or wherever, right? The demons that are in those people, they know when you walk in, okay? For one, you believe, so they really know when you walk in, because these are spirits. These are evil spirits, and that's their job to know, okay? They're doing their job. Even though the people might be having a certain conversation talking about something different than you, but the demon inside them know when you walked in, okay? So those demons' job is to do what? Is to alter that individual's mind to use it against you, okay? They're seeking who can they use against you, knowing that you just walked in, to get you in some mess, okay? That's why you got to be sober and you got to be vigilant. This is a spiritual war, not a carnal war, man. It's the war of the mind, okay? So let's go back to read verse 8, 1 Peter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant. Let's go into sober in the Blue Letter Bible, okay?
Strong's G 3525. NAFO.
Okay. It says to be sober, to be calm and collected in spirit. You hear that? Calm, collected, man. Okay. Ruling your spirit. Let's go here to a precept real quick. Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. Right, man. Okay. Now, in a physical sense, if a kingdom has no walls, it has no defense. So the enemy can surround them and just go right in there, man. Okay, they ain't got to work on breaking through no wall. Okay? You're making it easy for the enemy to come in, to dictate things, to destroy you, to devour you. Okay? So when it says to be sober, it's telling you to be calm, relax, chill out. Okay? Because your calmness is going to build those walls. You not being calm, those demons know that. Like I said, they know when you walked in the door. Okay? Wherever you at, man. All right? I just use that just for example, okay? Because Satan can deal with you without dealing with people. Okay? But we also know that he uses people 24/7, man. Okay? To destroy other people. Okay? Let's go back to the definition of sober, okay? So to be sober, to be calm and collected in spirit, to be temperate, right? Calm, again, pretty much relaxed. Dispassionate. Now, let's go into dispassionate in the Google definition. It says not influenced by strong emotions. Not influenced by strong emotions, and so able to rationally and impartially. And there's an example here. It says she dealt with life disasters in a calm, dispassionate way. Right, man. Okay, so you're not influenced by strong emotions. All right? Because Satan wants you to be influenced by strong emotions. So he will rev up other people to rev you up so that your walls can come down. Now he can come in, okay, and bring his whole army, man, and destroy you, man. Now he controls your mind because he see that you ain't ruling your spirit and you getting took here and took there like a puppet, man. Now he got you on a string, okay? It's called the emotion string, man. So you have to learn how to be dispassionate, okay? That's part of being sober. Being dispassionate with strong emotion that can get you into mess. Okay, letting your anger get the best of you. Okay? Now, let's go into vigilant. Oh, actually, hold on. I missed one. Let's go back here. Okay. Circumspect was the last one. Okay. Now, when you're circumspect, you're looking all the way around, man. And you're doing it spiritually. Okay? You're seeing what is around you, man. Okay? The consequences of things. If I do this, if I do that, because you're spiritually paying attention. Because Satan paying attention. And we know that because of what I read. Go back to 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So he is seeking to devour you. So he's paying attention spiritually. Big time. Okay? Now let's go to the other word. Let's go to vigilant. Let's go to vigilant. It says to watch. So now that you're calm, you're sober, now you can watch correctly. You see that? Now you can watch spiritually correctly. Okay? It says give strict attention to, be cautious, active. Right. Okay? You're being active spiritually. All right? And you're paying attention. And the Spirit had me have a dream last night. I don't remember the whole dream, but he allowed me to remember this. There's some guys surrounding me, and they were talking trash, man. They were talking a little smart, a little slick mouth. And I was getting mad, man. And I had it in my mind to basically drop them, man. Like I was going to take their head off. But when I thought that, a chariot came and just zipped through the sky. And I was the only one that saw it. And right then and there, I knew the Lord was like, calm down, relax. That's Satan trying to get you into some mess. Okay, and I had that dream last night. So that's a spirit that the Lord had me had that dream, knowing that I had this lesson prepared. So shows you how the Lord works. Okay, so he showed me that in the dream last night, man. How Satan can rev you up through other people, which is why I use that example. Okay, about they know when you come in the room, those demons and those individuals, man. And they will put thoughts in their head to come mess with you. Okay, play on their weaknesses. Okay, because they don't know the Lord. They ain't got no faith. They definitely ain't disciplined at all. So they're going to fall for any thought that Satan put in their head easily. Okay? Now, let's go back to 1 Peter chapter 5. I'm going to read verse 9. Whom resist steadfast in faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. Right, man. We all get messed with. We all got stories, man. Satan trying to set us up and reel us into bullcrap, man. But right now, more than ever, we have to rule our spirit. We have to be calm so we can watch carefully. You can't watch carefully if you're not calm. You're going to miss it. You're going to miss the spiritual messages around you, man. Okay? That light that you need in a dark place. We living in a dark place, man. The valley of the shadow of death. We need this light. We need that wisdom to see. Okay? The word talks about wisdom meeting you in every thought. To do what? To guide you. All right? Let's end it on verse 10. But the God of all grace, who have called us unto his eternal glory by Yahweh Shai, after that you have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you. Right, man? So we have to suffer and go through certain things and bite our tongue and bite, we got to stop ourselves and be spiritual and not be carnal. We learn that carnal shit from the world. But when you come to Yahweh Shem Shai, you're more spiritual. You react spiritually versus carnally. Okay? And that's going to make you stronger. And that's going to build you up to get you closer to who? Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? That's going to make you strong. You're going to be stronger than any person that is physically stronger. That ain't going to mean shit. Okay? Because this is power. This truth and understanding is power when you're dealing with Yahweh Shem Shai, man. This is wisdom, man, that comes from the throne up there. This ain't no joke. Okay? So with that, I hope you're edified. I'm going to give our praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Arkah, Kodash, forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to you, Akim out there that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.